Saturday, September 9th. It's nice out. It's been nice for 3 weeks. No rain, which is kind of troubling, but we'll get rain. It'll be a couple more weeks. The high pressure ridge and those hurricanes are throwing off the weather pattern. So we're definitely going into a drought. The yard still looks pretty good, I gotta say. But this video isn't about the yard. It's about the area that's not yet the yard. And so I've been, we got these evergreens here, these 2 evergreens out by the roadway. And when we moved in 2.5 years ago, they had never been trimmed. They had branches all the way down to the ground. They were sticking several feet out into the roadway here. And whenever we looked out our driveway, we couldn't see down the road. We couldn't see anybody that was coming down the road. So first order of business was cut everything back that was hanging over the road. Cut it back a bit. And then slowly over time here, kind of symmetrically sort of getting these cut up. And I'd left some stuff on the back end and chopped that off today. I've taken 3 wheelbarrow loads of branches and stuff down to the burn pile. And I've created a burn pile up here as well for stuff that I had cut down in the past and just kind of stored back in here. Now this is a great place, as I discovered, for dropping off mulch or wood chip. Mid-American Energy, if you're in the area of a Mid-American Energy, you can get on a list. You call them up and you, I guess you ask for forestry services or whatever. Special, it's some sort of special thing, and you know, you just talk to a phone rep and they'll get you on the list for free wood chip. And this has turned out that this was the perfect staging area for dropping off wood chip once I got all those branches cut out, because they can just tip their truck and drop it off here. So done that, got that mulch in here. Eventually we're going to plant something in here. I have no idea what to plant. I still got a lot of vine and other crap to kind of kill off, but I made a burn pile out of what I had thrown back in here, along with a few green things. There's really, it looks like there's a lot of green in there, but there's not. And I think I'm not going to burn this for at least a month, just so that we, you know, eventually we get some rain in the area or whatever. This burn pile won't take that long to go. Probably, that'll probably be gone in 30 minutes. And I've got some more dead material over here that I can feed it with if needed. We've got all this, I guess that's wild honeysuckle. It never blooms. Of course, it's you've got tree cover here all the time, so that's everywhere. And I've made a nice little path here around the to-be fire. I don't want to light the mulch on fire, because the mulch is pretty moist underneath there. Now, one thing here about the property is that there's these hunks of concrete here, and see that there? It's these big slabs. I guess my neighbor, who's lived here since he built his house in the early 80s, early to mid 80s, said that when they were pouring the foundations, they ended up with a bunch of extra concrete or whatever. I don't know how that happens. They just dumped it here and then threw a little dirt over it. But of course, over time, this has exposed itself. And of course, due to neglect, you get a large amount of stuff like burdock growing in here. So my thought was, oh, look at that right there. More. So my thought was, just go in here, clear it out, and start all over again. And to do that, I used my Ryobi Expanded pole saw. Thing works great. Bow rake, lopping shears, and the hula hoe. So I'll probably burn this, I would say probably by mid-October. I want to do it on a day when people aren't going to have their windows open. I don't want to, you know, foul up the air or anything. So, plus, you know, I need more, I need to get myself on the list again of the mulch or the wood chip. Get that dumped in here. Maybe get this cut out. Probably cut this one out. And then burn all that up. And then I got a nice area I can work back in here. You see right here, this is part of the original landscaping. This is a ton of little pebbles mixed in with the dirt. So not much I can do about that. It's everywhere, including the center part of the garden. So not much I can do back in here but plant, you know, maybe hostas, maybe some kind of privet, or, you know, more lilacs, stuff like that. I'm not quite sure. But over time, we'll get more stuff planted in here. I rambled a bit here, but essentially that's what I did today. Cut down trees, create a burn pile. All right, have a good weekend.